What's good, everyone? It's your boy Sifu G, the Esoteric Warrior. Hope everyone's doing good today. Alright, so I've had an influx of emails regarding the Do family Bak Mei, if I'm still teaching it, or if I'm doing classes, or if I can do courses. The answer is I don't practice it that much anymore because I do Iron Snake and that's what I prefer to do. Like I said, a lot of the forms are too repetitive and there's not enough progression in that regards of if you had to do all the forms from the Do family Bak Mei. No, I wouldn't be teaching that many forms. I'll be designing the course based on the best forms that I think is progressive and will teach you the whole system without having so many forms, because the forms are not going to make you any better, right? It's the actual methods that make you good, right? In Bak Mei, there's 8 different methods of power. So the answer is yes, I can do a course for the people that message me, but it will be on Vimeo, and that's an instructor's course. Therefore, you'll be able to teach it out and have all the information on top of that, the books as well. That will allow you to be good at Bak Mei rather than a whole list of different forms that you don't really need. So I'm picking the core sets, and those core sets will have everything that you need. So for the people that did ask, I don't practice it. Iron Snake, Immortal's Blood, and the Burning Palm, Tibetan Burning Palm. That's all I practice. But I can't forget any of the Bak Mei because I've done it that long. I know it off by heart, each form. So I would love to still teach it out as a instructor's course. That way you all can become teachers and pass it on. I'm stepping back from the Bak Mei side of it, but I'd still like to be able to teach it out to the people that do want to learn, rather than let it die and people teaching it unqualified, which people are starting to do now. So as you know, I am the only Do family representative in Australia for the last 24 years of Bak Mei, Bak Fu Pai, and the Do family methods. So it is my responsibility to try and keep that alive. I have put out videos. There's heaps of Bak Mei information on Vimeo that you can learn from. But if we're going to be doing it as an instructor's course, it's going to be very, very in-depth and worth doing. Otherwise, you're just not going to learn a form and, oh, now I'm a master. It doesn't work like that, not with me. Forms are not going to make you a master, and I don't care what others are teaching, because what I've seen lately is absolute rubbish, and not from Esoteric Warrior or myself. You'll be learning it correctly and slowly, right? So yes, to the Bak Mei people that contacted me, I will do a course in it, instructor's course only, and if you wish to be recognized by myself as a Do family representative, let me know via the email. I think I had about 6 of his in the last few days. The fascination of Bak Mei, it still continues. But it's not a bad style, don't get me wrong. It's just that I'm not doing that as much anymore. I'm pushing what I believe I like to train and what I want to teach, rather than coming from Yolkumun and Bak Mei. That was my main systems for all that time. I got the Iron Snake from Grandmaster Doo Wai just after 2000 as a template, right, or a blueprint, which I have now made into specific levels of training and development, and I love it. I absolutely love the Iron Snake style. So if you want to learn Iron Snake, we've got level 1 and 2 out as well on Vimeo. You can get started in learning. If you want to become a teacher in Iron Snake, you'll have to learn directly from myself or my representative in Italy, Sifu Estevan Maloney. He's my only representative and will only be my one representative in this system. The rest of the people can become Sifus, but there's only one person, and that is Estevan Maloney in Italy. All right, and he'll be representing Do Family Iron Snake gate system with all the medicine and everything like that. So he's still developing, even though he's a teacher. There's still a long way to go. I'll be going over to Italy next year, doing a seminar at his school and with his students, and I'll also have a public Iron Snake seminar for anyone else that wishes to come and get some hands on. That being said, one person asked about the claw bag training, and when you do claw bag, you don't want to rush it. It's not a exercise or drill that you're just clawing away and think that you've got killer intent. It's intent of learning proper technique. It's no killer intent. And ball bearings, as much as it looks and sounds cool and hardcore, get rid of that and start with mung bean. And the type of size bag is something like this sandwich bag, and you can fill that with mung bean, double bag it, and fill it with mung bean, chuck it in a sock and tape it up, and you got yourself a claw bag without trying to make one yourself, unless you can sew it and do that type of stuff. Power to you. But when you put the mung bean in, just say you did buy a canvas bag for it, a small one for the claw, because an iron palm bag full of mung bean isn't what is used. That's why I'm telling you, you can use that with socks and then tape it up. If it was just the mung bean without the plastic, you want to add the Hung Fa, the saffron, red flower saffron herb mixed into it. So put 1 ounce of saffron, and that's got the healing properties that go through the bag into your hand. Using a heavy claw bag with ball bearings, if you've got bad stances and bad technique, you're going to throw out the body, and you can't do that many anyway, so it's not productive, and we're after high repetition, right? So the more repetition, the better you're going to get. You don't need anything too hard with steel ball bearings, and I have one as well. If you're piercing into that, you're not going to do your fingers any favors. They're going to get sore very quick, and as much as you feel like a hardcore killer intent, it's not going to. You see people trying to do claw bag and they do 20 reps and they're stuffed. So a lighter bag, mung beans with Hung Fa mixed, and you got yourself a bag that you can train. It's light, you get high repetitions, you get results. Now when you're doing your claw bag, when you're throwing it up, I'll just use a ball. So I don't want to, you're going to be in a front stance, right? And your back foot is facing forward, not out to the side and doing this, right? As if you're fighting. Back foot forward. So you're using the Samgokma 3-point stance. Your left foot is pointing in towards the center line, and it's just as if you're going to punch or claw. When you claw, just say I throw it up, and then you lock down on the shoulder. Remember, sink into the structure, and then you'll throw it back up and sink. And there's a waist action. Bruce is in the way, right? But like this, and then it locks forward and locks off the groin. right? So it shouldn't be in a side horse and doing this type of stuff, because you're going to damage your neck and your back, right? So proper technique will always overcome. The computer just went off. Proper technique is more important than trying to look hard with killer intent, right? It's absolute rubbish, and stupidity will get you hurt during your training, right? And there's a few different exercises, right? So if you got it out, so when you catch it, you want to keep your bridge out, right? And then chuck it up and then catch and keep that bridge out strong. So using the mung bean bag, high repetition, it's going to give you that the kill, right? The strong bridge, tick kill, right? So a very strong bridge, very similar to the roller bar, and you want to do 3 different gates, right? So you chuck it up, catch it up high like this, right? And you can come over the center line like this, and using your hips, right? When you're doing it as if you're punching, right? Not from the side doing this type of whatever. And then at your mid gate, so upper gate, mid gate, and low gate. So that's just straight line force, and using correct body and holding onto it correctly. Next one is to throw it up and catch it in a cat stance. Throw it up, come under, yin jiao into a cat stance. Throw it, catch. Throw it, catch. You can go forward and step with that as well, and use your tune more, and use that waist power again, using correct body to do it. If it's too heavy, you're going to blow out your shoulders, your neck by doing bad stances and think you got killer intent. There's no such thing. It's proper technique. That's you're working, and that's all you need to do. High repetition brings results as well, brings health benefits, right, for the strong bridge when you grab. The only intent, if you want to use intent, is where you're grabbing on the opponent. Could be the throat, could be the chest, could be the bicep, could be the wrist. That's why you're practicing this way. So when you grab like that, right, so you'll switch it and grab like this, right? They're just 2 exercises. You don't need to have 1,000 different ones. And if you've got a partner, which when I was teaching Yokumun, we had that many claw bags. We had everyone in a circle, and they were flying across the room and crossing each other, and you've got to always be aware. So stance and eye coordination is the key to proper technique. Not rushing it, no killer intent needed, proper technique is needed. All right, so hope that helps whoever emailed me about doing claw bag, but you don't have to spend a lot of money to get started. You can even use rice, a tennis ball, and as you get stronger, you might even want to use a little cannonball. This is an iron ball that you can use, but it's very heavy, and if you drop it, and once you get training a lot, it gets slippery because of the sweat. So you got to be careful. You want to have a strong grip to start with, and that's why high repetition. Doing that, you're learning how to snatch, right? So that's more important. The proper technique. There's no such thing as killer intent on a claw bag. All right, so I'll let everyone know very soon. The people that contacted me, there's too many of yous, but you'll contact me probably after this anyway about the course. And if you want to be part of that and be an instructor of the Bak Mei from the Doo family, you've come to the right person to learn it. Alright, so Sifu G out. Take care, Tao Bless, train hard, train smart, and you'll achieve all. Peace.